it's great to be back, I suppose. I was here a couple of weeks ago, and I was here last year for the first time, but I was here a couple of weeks ago and all the grandstands were up, and that's when like stuff really starts to flow back to you. So it was pretty cool to kind of get that out of the way. And then I came up here yesterday. I played 9 holes last night and 9 this morning, and yeah, great memories. And I'm looking forward to the week. But obviously, I know, that's quite a while ago, and no matter what I done then, it doesn't give me any God-given right to do anything special this week. So I just need to get my head down on Thursday morning and get after it and see what happens. I think it's constant work ethic. I think, and yeah, we have become quite close over the last number of years, and I think it's helped both of us. I think I help him, but he helps me as well. I think I certainly feel like I've learned a lot from his work ethic and how I apply myself to the game now. We spend a lot of time together, and just you go where we live in Florida, like there's a lot of players live there, and you go to the range and there's never a day goes by where you get there and some of the top players in the world are not there. So you're like, well, if all these guys are here, we need to be doing it as well. So it's I think my biggest thing for him is how much he's done everything there is to do in the game. Like he finished that in April, and his constant drive to get better every day is admirable. Yeah, it's amazing to be back. It's pretty cool that we're back so quickly after such a short period of time. Like we've only had 5 opens since the last Open here in Portrush, which is it just goes to show what the RNA and the organisers think of this venue. I think it's obviously I'm a little bit biased, but I think it's one of the best venues, and you look at it in this weather and I think it's just incredible. The golf course I played at this morning I think it's perfect right now. I think it's ready for a great week of golf, and I think trying to judge the scoring, I think the scoring will be a little bit difficult, and it's going to play quite tough. So but yeah, it is amazing to be back. Look, I'm there, and I'm obviously there's a lot of memories, and there's a lot of thinking back to what I did, and what I did was very special. And to walk down the 18th hole with a 6-shot lead, I'm probably never going to do that again, so I'm not going to try and replicate that this week. I'm just going to go out and try and play the tournament as well I can this week. I've prepared as well as I can for this tournament. I know I have, and then it's just up to me to stay out of my own way on Thursday morning and go and get after it and see what happens. So in the last 2 weeks I've played Portmarnock, the Island, Baltray, Waterville, Hogshead, and Adair Manor. I didn't miss anywhere else. So I've played some of the best courses we have in the country, and I feel fortunate that I have that not on my doorstep, but I can go do that pretty easily. I've only played Scotland once in the last 8 or 10 years, and then I went to Hoylake and missed the cut, so that didn't work out well. So I went and I parked myself down in Waterville last week, and I spent a week down there, and I played golf every day. I played a lot of golf, and the weather was almost too good. That was the issue. There wasn't enough wind, and the sun was shining too much. It was too warm, but it's been an amazing couple of weeks. I haven't been home to Ireland since Christmas as well, so I've been home for the last 3 weeks. So we've had, I've had a nice time, been back home, and I kind of feel like a little bit rejuvenated and ready to go again. And I've had a busy season, and it's about to be another busy kind of next sort of 3 or 4 months as well. So I feel like I'm ready to go again. I've spent the last 6 years trying to figure that out. I think if you, at the time I didn't understand why, but I think if you look back, and my results have been really good going into the tournament. I feel like I remember if you look at the majors that year, I missed the cut at the Masters, but I shot 70. I think I shot 5 over the first round of the PGA and finished 8th. I think I shot 77 the first round of the US Open, and I had a great second round to make the cut, and I finished like 20th or something. So and then I finished second to Rory in Canada, and I'd been playing pretty solid, really good golf the whole year, and then I came to a place that I knew and I loved, and it just all clicked, and I was playing some of the best golf of my life. And even some people actually said it to me even this week, a couple of people that you know, are close to me and walking practice rounds that week in 2019, they sort of knew that I was playing really well and that I was ready for it. But, you know, I said, I wish you had told me, because I didn't think it. Like, I remember that week I was quite antsy and quite, like, uptight about the whole thing. But that's just because you want to perform so well or so much. But yeah, I still don't know why. Like, you never really know why. I think as a golfer, this is the way I look at it anyway, I try to do the day-to-day stuff very well, and then, you know, just keep going day to day, and then hopefully you get to some Sundays and you've got chances to win tournaments. Because I can't control what I'm doing next Sunday, or like right now, I can only control what I'm doing here and now and what I'm going to do after this, and when I wake up tomorrow morning, what I'm going to do. I can't control anything else or what I've done in the past. So I just need to, yeah, I don't really, there's no real answer. It just happened, and I'm very lucky. I always count myself quite lucky. I've obviously done well. I've achieved some good things in my career, but, you know, some of the big things I've achieved in my career has been pretty nice. And I always say, no matter what happens, I'll always have, like, you know, even Baltray in 2009 was very special, and here in 2019, obviously, it was something that no one will ever be able to take away from me.